Good evening, everybody. So I'm in my car, but I wanted to get on here real quick and encourage somebody. The Lord has placed it on my heart to begin to minister to married couples and specifically married women. And I wanted to get on here and I wanted to say to be encouraged. You may be going through a dark place in your marriage where you feel like things are not going to work out. The person that you married, you looking at that person like, this isn't who I thought he was going to be, or she's not who I thought she was going to be. But I want to encourage you and say, hold on. Don't make any decisions before you consult God concerning your marriage. A lot of us, we move out of emotions and we make decisions based off of how we're feeling in a moment. But you don't know that God can turn your situation around within a blink of an eye. And, unfortunately, some people may have to go through certain things, but I personally believe that if you cast all your cares onto God, meaning that you give whatever your current situation is, you give it to God, meaning that you pray about that thing consistently. You look through the lens of God towards your partner, because the truth is that a lot of us, we have personal things that we go through internally that we may not talk about, or we may not feel trusted to open up to our spouse in that kind of way and reveal some of the things that we went through with traumas as far as our childhood. And so, you may think that your spouse is acting out in a way and it has to do with you, but in all reality, it has to do with something that your spouse hasn't healed from. And so I wanted to encourage someone that may be on the verge of making a decision tomorrow, next week, within the next month, to wait. Don't be in haste to make a decision. Give it your situation to God. Pray about it. Fast about it. And I promise you, the Lord will turn your situation around. And your situation may not specifically change, but God will change your mindset concerning the situation. And don't be quick to get out of something that you got into, that that the Lord has led you to get into, because sometimes the enemy will make you believe that person wasn't who really God told you to marry, when you know that God spoke to you concerning that spouse. And so I want to encourage somebody, hold on just a little bit longer. Have faith in God. Rely on God. Stop looking at your spouse through your lens, through the lens of hurt, whatever they may be doing to you, lying, doing different things. Stop looking through your lens of the hurt that you're experiencing, but ask God to give you his lens so that you can see your spouse the way that he sees your spouse, and that in return you can love them the way that they need to be loved, to feel like it's okay to come out of that trauma. It's okay to, be vulnerable with you and let you know, like, hey, I experienced molestation. Hey, I experienced this as a child. It's something that I didn't want to talk to you about because I felt like you would look at me in a certain way. And so instead of speaking to someone about it, I began to act out foolishly. And, I believe that marriages will be restored. I believe that marriages will be repaired this year. I believe that God is going to turn your situation around for his good. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. So lean onto God's understanding and stop looking through your perspective towards your spouse, and rely on God. And so that's all I had to say. I love you guys. I'm going to come with more and more marriage advice and tips. And so be blessed.